Well, hi everybody, and welcome to August, that wonderful summer month that's right in the middle of the whole entire summer experience. And I know you're having a great summer, and that life is treating you with great respect and great reverence because that's what life created you for, was for respect and reverence. And so this summer, I want to talk about something that Ralph Waldo Emerson talked about in his essay on compensation, just a little review of what I think is by far and away the best explanation of what God is. And I know a lot of people have trouble sometimes relating to what God is. But God is that presence within us. Now, these are my words, which is always expressing and manifesting something that's unfolding within us. And as it unfolds, we begin to see our opportunity. Well, Emerson put it slightly different. He says, there is a deeper fact in the soul than compensation, to wit, its own nature. And he goes on to say the soul is not a compensation, but a life. In other words, God is not trying to give us the kingdom to compensate us for something. God is giving us the kingdom to unfold us, to reveal us, so that in that revelation we realize one thing, and the next sentence he says is the soul is. You are, you exist, and your existence is infinite and eternal. And because that is true, it's important for you to understand how that eternal and infinite presence is working by means of you. So he says, under all this running sea of circumstance, whose waters ebb and flow, with perfect balance lies the aboriginal abyss of real being. The aboriginal abyss of real being is the infinite, eternal opportunity and should I say, potential of each of us. So when we look within ourselves, you may think you see something that's darkness. It's not. It really is that which has yet to appear at the surface of who you are and what you're experiencing. He goes on to say that existence or God is not a relation or a part, but the whole. And that's sometimes difficult because we don't realize that the life is a whole experience, from everything that happens to you when you get up in the morning to the time you go to bed and while you're sleeping. Everything you eat, everything you see, smell, taste, touch, and feel, it's all God. You've heard me say that before, I'm sure. So then he says that being, and this is my favorite part, being is the vast affirmative, excluding negation, self-balance, and swallowing up all relations, parts, and times within itself. So our lives is this was undergirded if that's a word, with this vast affirmative. So this presence of life is constantly affirming, yes, move forward. Yes, get out of the nest. Yes, get out of your routine and find out what is that creative imagination which I gave you, and I filled with this infinite possibility of potential. Your potentiality is amazing. So just keep taking advantage of every aspect of your life and keep unfolding. And no matter whether it's going good or bad, those are simply just opinions of how life is unfolding. Remember, it's always fantastic, amazing revelation of what life is. So I want you to have a great summer of imagination. And just like those plants are out there growing and those tomatoes are out there growing, everything is growing. So should you be growing this summer and having a great time with your life and everything that's going on to expression. So that's my message for August. And wanting to let you know, too, that I've got some classes coming up in September that are starting. I'll be teaching Roots. That'll be about the third week of September that starts. And Janet is going to be teaching Foundations class, which will start in October. But also make sure you can take advantage, if this is in time for my message, by Public Speaking from the Heart class, and you can go and check the ocspiritualcenter.com to sign up for that if you choose to. So here is my prayer for you. This ongoing presence of life, this unfoldment of the eternal nature of beingness, that is God's vast affirmative, always expressing its truth. So I unify right now with that vast affirmative, and I know that it's affirming my life and affirming your life, and the words I speak right now as I speak them. So I speak into that expression of that affirmative nature of life, excluding negation, dismissing all of the things that don't belong to you in consciousness, but bringing forth the things that God created you to experience, as perfect love, perfect life, and perfect light understanding. So with great peace you move forward. So I speak my word for your peace of mind and also your joy of being. Never forget the joy of being. So as you understand life to be that unfoldment of joy and peace, and you're living from the principle and not in the circumstance, which is that running sea of circumstance, you're living in truth and not in circumstance. You're living in truth and not in condition or personality. And that truth is perfect love and perfect peace and perfect patience and perfect kindness. So I say thank you, God, for all of those things that we are: perfect peace, patience, kindness, and joy and love. As it unfolds within us and reveals who we are, it shows us the potential of life, and that is always a great miracle. So as I let go of this word with gratitude, I release it into the law, and the law knows exactly how to create the life you were created to live. God bless all of you. Have a wonderful summer, and we'll see you at church on Sunday. Come up and say hello. I love you.